With all our hearts, we pray and ask, God bless Anambra, God bless the shining light that we bear. We're the only ones to make her brighter, the only ones to make her better, the only ones to make Anambra shine.
The governor of Anambra State, Chief Willie Obiano, is fast accomplishing his administration's mission and vision of making Anambra State the first choice investment destination and the hub for industrialization and commercial activities in Nigeria. The intense investment drive of Governor Willie Obiano received a huge boost by the visit recently of a strong Thai investment group, the largest foreign trade delegation to visit the state since its creation. The group was received at the Akanu Ibiam International Airport, Enugu, by top functionaries of the Anambra State government, including representatives of the Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency, ANSIPA, which facilitated the trade mission. The delegation was comprised of 32 men and women from 13 Thai businesses with vast interests cutting across oil and gas, agriculture, electricity generation, waste and water management, mining, as well as agricultural equipment manufacturing, among other areas. The Thais were in Anambra for a period of 6 days, during which they rubbed minds with their Nigerian counterparts at the first Anambra Thailand Investment Summit and Trade Mission held in Awka, the state capital. The Thais took deep interest in the different presentations on agriculture, industry, trade and commerce, real estate and urban development, oil and gas, waste recycling and management, tourism, and the new Awka Capital Development Authority, as well as power and electricity generation and distribution. Governor Willie Obiano said his administration will continue to partner with serious-minded entrepreneurs in the task of developing the state through the provision of conducive business climate and incentives.
Overall intent is to turn Anambra into a modern, economically successful state and make Anambra the leading state in Nigeria and Africa. The reason why you must invest in Anambra is that we are blessed with significant abundance of natural resources. We have capable local businessmen. Our arable land is almost 100%. Fairly large population. We're about 7 million people now. Anambra is a gateway to various parts of Nigeria. We have large markets like the Onitsha market, and we are planning to do more. We have solid minerals. We have oil and gas, and for entertainment, our Nollywood is one of the best.
The Nigerian ambassador to Thailand, His Excellency Chudio Kafo, and the Thai ambassador to Nigeria, His Excellency Ambassador Shaliet Linsumbun, who was also part of the delegation, gave support to the success of the Investment Summit and Trade Mission.
I still recall in my mind's eye clearly that the burning passion commitment of Your Excellency towards the realization of the government's goal of ensuring food security for the Anambra and creation of wealth through the development of the agricultural industrial value chain was not in doubt. This gave me the inspiration and encouragement to present Your Excellency's blueprint to our dear Thai friends, whose enthusiastic acceptance to it gave birth to this landmark visit by leading Thai industrialists and investors today.
I commend this initiative from the Nigerian Embassy in Bangkok to organize this business delegation of Thai investors to come to Nigeria to see the country with their own eyes. In Thailand we say 1,000 words is not the same as to see the thing with your own eyes. So I am very grateful for this initiative from His Excellency Ambassador Judy Okafor, and of course we can rest assured that the Thai Embassy in Abuja will render all support what we can to make this promotion of the economic relation between our two countries to be a success.
This event today is a testimony and confirmation of the beginning of a very strategic relationship and partnership between the Thai business community, the Royal Kingdom of Thailand, the Anambra State Government, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The objectives of the Anambra Thailand Investment Forum include the following. We want to create the necessary forum and platform for networking and the creation of investment partnerships between India and Anambra, the captains of our industries, the organized private sector, and the Thai business community. In effect, we're creating a platform for matchmaking.
You know, you have the master plan from His Excellency, the Governor, Dr. Willis, that you have 4 pillars. The first one is agriculture. We have a very big team in agriculture, rice, cassava, or something like that. And then we have the big team from the power plant. It means electricity generating. This is really, really important for Anambra. And we have oil and gas. We have oil and gas sector. The people who came is a real sector. They are the owner of the biggest oil refinery and the gas. So we have a lot of the information from the state. And after this, because we did our homework before coming here.
What we want is to create the synergy to begin to open the doors that will help us consolidate what we have here and also tap into the resources and the resource base, knowledge base that the Thai people offer us. So it's an opportunity of infinite possibilities and we need to tap into it.
Earlier, leading the delegation to the government lodge to pay a courtesy call on Governor Willie Obiano, the Nigerian ambassador to Thailand, His Excellency Judy Okafor, who facilitated the visit of the Thai delegation, said the achievements of the Obiano administration in such a short time encouraged the team to visit as they saw significant opportunities for mutually beneficial relationships.
Since my administration started 9 months ago, this is the highest delegation I'm getting from the country. And I listened very carefully, and I found that you are diverse in your proposition, from power, from agricultural area, from a lot of areas that will be interesting to us.
It was your vision for Anambra State moving forward to the level you want to take Anambra. That is the outcome of this return visit. Following the October 19th to 23rd visit, which your high-power delegation made to Thailand, this is the return visit for it.
The delegation toured Anambra and gained first-hand knowledge of the terrain and Anambra's investment potentials. Among other key business concerns visited, they went to the Koscharis farm at Anako in Anyamelum local government area and the renowned Obunike Cave in Oyi local government area. The visit to Sabmila Breweries in Onitsha afforded them the opportunity to see huge potentials that abound in large-scale production of various beverages. They also went to Innocent Vehicle Manufacturing at Nnewi, where they were taking on a mini tour of the manufacturing plant. With experts in refuse management as part of the delegation, they stopped over in major landfill sites located across the state's key cities. The delegation's visit to the famous Onitsha Main Market, which is unarguably the largest retail market in West Africa, was one that gave the visitors an up-and-close encounter with Indian Anambra. Ambassadors Shalied Linsumbun and Judy Okafor were conferred with chieftaincy titles.
correct number.
To conclude their visit to Anambra, Governor Willie Obiano hosted the visitors to a colorful gala night where Anambra's rich culture was displayed. In conclusion of their visit, the Tai Investment Group and the Anambra State government signed a joint communique. It was mutually agreed by both parties that the Anambra State government would provide an enabling environment consistent with international best practices that will give comfort to businesses and investors from Thailand. The expected investments will focus on the following sectors consistent with the state's economic agenda and reflecting areas where the Thai economy has a competitive advantage, which include agriculture. The Thai Investment Group will establish large-scale rice and fish farms in Anambra, as well as value chain industries in the state's agro-crop assets. Medium to large-scale agro-based industries will also be established. Manufacturing. The Thai Investment Group identified the manufacture and refurbishing of agricultural machineries. Gas and solid minerals. The delegation also realized the high potential of the vast natural resources of solid minerals and gas within the state and resolved to partner with the state and other interested investors. Thai investors shall bring to bear their investment and technical expertise in the areas of waste management, recycling, waste to energy. Healthcare. The Thai Investment Group will take up presence in the first ever medical district in Nigeria, blending medical tourism with establishing the first hub for telemedicine in West Africa. The visitors will also explore the possibility of bringing their expertise to bear on Anambra pharmaceutical sector, which is a major trading hub for medical supplies in Nigeria. The two parties will initiate a PPP arrangement to complement ongoing projects in power generation in Nnewi and Oka, explore solar power solutions for small households investment in captive power plants, support electrification projects across all 21 local governments and 117 communities in Anambra State. In education, Anambra indigenes are to go to Thailand for vocational training, while some of the state's vocational schools will be outposts or affiliates of Thai vocational institutes. The state and the Thai visitors resolved to set up a joint execution team, JET, that will facilitate the realization of the set forth objectives within the next 12 to 18 months.
We are the only ones to make a brighter, the only ones to make a better, the only ones to make Anambra shine. We are great and proud, every place of our lives. We trust in God, we lift our homeland high. We believe in togetherness, we live a land of progress. Lift the spirit of Anambra, lift the spirit of Anambra, lift the spirit of Anambra, state we love.
Anambra's vast arable land, which is capable of cultivating various types of cash crops in commercial quantities, has enticed numerous investors in the agri sector. Late last year, the Anambra State Governor Willie Obiano signed a memorandum of understanding with Excel Farms for the production of cassava, tomato, and the processing of the products valued at a whopping $800 million. When set up, Excel Farms will produce cassava and tomato puree for export. This will create more jobs for the youth as well as increase the earning power of cassava and tomato farmers.
Today we are signing Excel, who will be doing cassava and tomato. And more importantly, what I've just seen in that slide, when they fully are on ground, it is a plant that will be on import anywhere in Africa with respect to it. And the else here, the most common one underscoring all this investment is the job opportunities that is being opened up for our people. Excel alone, from what we just said, will be doing about 18,500 people employed, in this venture. And that's the kind of thing that we're looking at.
Of course, I've always been interested in the well-being and progress of the Anambra. But most importantly, the encouragement is centered around the fact that His Excellency Chief Willie Obiano is today the governor of Anambra State. He's encouraged me and encouraged others to come back home and invest. And the little we can do, people like us, is to show our determination, our understanding of his drive, and our understanding that he wants to make Anambra better. I'm doing the little I can towards that.
Earlier in 2015 at the government lodge, the Anambra State government signed a couple of memoranda of understanding, a $40 million agreement with Richborn Nigeria and a $100 million agreement with Falcon Corporation Limited.
We'll be signing an MOU with Richborn for the assembling at the initial stages, commercial buses, heavy-duty trucks, and light-duty trucks, both for agriculture, for commercial purposes, and what have you. This project ties in very well with what we're doing with the 4 pillars, as you're aware. First is in agriculture, because some of the equipment that they will be producing, which are tractors and what have you, will be used here. And because the equipment is going to be assembled here in Anambra, makes it easier for people to have spare parts and what have you. So it's a very, great improvement.
Signing on behalf of Richborn Group, the executive chairman explained that they are partnering with XGMA of China, the world's third largest manufacturer of agricultural machinery and allied products, and was also considering additional investment in production and processing of agricultural produce. He further stated that the factory, on completion, would generate over 6,000 jobs directly and indirectly for the Anambra. He, however, commended the Anambra State administration, led by Chief Willie Obiano, for tackling the insecurity challenges in the state and improving its investment climate, stressing that the measures already in place would fast-track the development aspirations of the state, which will boost its internally generated revenue.
Well, 4-point development agenda has fascinated our interest to invest in Anambra State. I am delighted to tell the people of the nation's wide state that the investment shall bring about rapid development and progress in the state. Your Excellency, by the reason of this occasion, I am privileged to announce to you that Anambra State shall be the host of first assembly plant of construction equipment in Africa. Aside from the construction equipment of XGMA brand, we shall also be assembling commercial buses, heavy duty and light trucks, which are of higher quality and international standard.
Richborn has 90% of equity in the SPV. The land we're giving to Richborn is 12.1 hectares for the entire project. What is they expected? We expect that in addition, there will be 2% of the net profit that will go in form of royalty or CSR to the local community. This job fits Your Excellency, this project fits entirely into the vision and mission under the 4 pillars, and it will generate jobs.
On the other hand, Falcon Corporation's $100 million investment is pointedly targeted at scaling up power supply to the various industrial clusters in order to shore up their capacity utilization and bring down production costs to stimulate a significant growth in the real sector.
And gas is a very significant, if you will, ingredient in power, because you can power the turbines or whatever that generate electricity. So in other words, it's all about creating more energy for the industries that are available here.
Imagine in a situation where a company that is utilizing in Lagos 100 million naira worth of diesel every year, every month. If you convert it to fire natural gas, which we did, it will come to 35 million. So there's a savings of almost 65 million that you can add to create more jobs. You can increase your capacity. So I thought we should come back home. Anambra State has a variety of industries that are dying under the yoke of liquid fuel. Put gas into it, they can compete effectively and efficiently with all the other industries within Nigeria that are benefiting from gas usage.
Meanwhile, the Managing Director of Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency, ASIPA, Mr. Joe Billy Ekwunife, has called on investors from across the globe to utilize the improved security and basic infrastructure in the state to explore its rich potentials, especially in the areas of agriculture, tourism, and manufacturing of industrial products. He stressed that it will help conserve the nation's scarce foreign exchange currently being expended on importation of manufactured goods.
What was making them shy away from investing in Anambra has been resolved absolutely and finally. With the security, which His Excellency has tackled, you can notice that 80% of investment of attractors so far come either from or through Anambra. So the confidence is there. The confidence about security, the confidence about investment climate, and the confidence about the leadership of the executive governor of Anambra State.
Barely a year in office, one thing is evident. Governor Willie Obiano has increased the tempo of building the pillars of the state economy by reactivating and revamping the economic enablers through a robust, well-thought-out economic framework. This has truly made Anambra State an investor's heaven.